So this week I've been pretty much focused on the basement patio walkout. So this was just meant to be a simple walkout, but my wife wanted it to be a patio dance floor, so I had to extend it out. It was only supposed to be about 5 feet wide, and now it's more like 9 to 10 feet wide. So what's going in here is the first 10 feet is between the footings is going to be a concrete pad. And on top of the concrete pad is going to go sand to grade out into the linear drain. And then on top of the sand will be pavers. I think Calstone Pavilion is what we picked out. So this is one section of the linear drain. I have 4 sections that fit between the footings along this trench area. I still need to, I want to put some road base in this area where the concrete's going to be poured, and probably up along the ramp as well, just to give it a stable base. And I did buy a Harbor Freight plate compactor. It's working pretty well. A couple things. The pull rope only lasted about 4 pulls before it broke, but that's an easy thing to replace. And then I found out that it runs out of gas when there's like a quarter of a tank of gas left. I don't know, there's some weird gas level thing going on, but I thought there was some serious problem going on, but it was just out of gas. I put more gas in, even though there was gas in it, and it ran. So it seems to be running well enough, and hopefully it lasts for the remainder of my landscaping and on into the future. So I put this bender board, it's a plastic board, to mark where the top of the pavers will go. So around here, and it shows it being a little bit lower than the walkout, and I'll probably raise the pavers to be the same level as the walkout. I wanted to have a step there, but all the drainage levels and everything, I would have had to make all this stuff 6 inches lower, and I just gave up on it. So the bender board goes on out into this area where the steps will be. Okay, so this is the linear drain. There's an outlet here that drains into this drain box, and then the output of this drain box, which is 6 inches below the inlet, has to drain over into a rock bed. And so I've been trenching this today. So it was a 100-degree day here, so I've been running the backhoe most of the day and avoiding manual labor as much as possible. So I've been digging this trench, and I've still got quite a bit of work to clean out the bottom of the trench, but I was able to avoid my previous trenching for this is the septic, communications, supply water, and power conduits. So I have 3 conduits right there, and I was able to avoid tearing them out while digging here. So I'll have to finish this by hand. And then, so this is kind of, it's not a real straight trench because I had an apple tree here that I was trying to avoid, and I finished just ripping it out. I felt sad about that because it was a really pathetic apple tree, and so it had like 80% of its trunk missing, but it made good apples. So I was sad to tear it out, but I just couldn't. The backhoe is just not very nimble, so I needed that space to help to be able to dig. So trench goes back here, into the rose garden, and I believe I didn't obliterate any of the roses. I avoided them all as far as I can tell, but I still need to do a finish up here for the where this drain line terminates. Even though I have the septic finished, I'm still working on the septic paperwork. So I did install one toilet, but I haven't turned water on for it. And that's about all that's... Oh, the other thing is I've been working on spreading straw for erosion control. So these are the straw bale split up into biscuits, and then I've been spreading out the biscuits to try and get coverage and prevent erosion. So I do that an hour here, hour there when I have time. That's this week. It was a hot week, 100 degrees today.